I'm, I'm back. So I finished doing all of the wreaths. So I've got the big poofy, and I decided that I was going to pull my ribbon through instead of tying it in. So I went through and I cut back all of the pipe cleaners and rolled them down so that they wouldn't cut anybody. And now I'm pulling my ribbon through. So what I did for that is I just took a zip tie, and I zip tied the end of the ribbon in. I'm working in the middle of ring 2 and 3, so I tied it into just ring 3. And then I'm just picking random spots to pull the ribbon through. So I've only done 2 so far. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish pulling my purple through, because I'm doing 2 colors. I'm doing purple and I'm doing orange to match the masks that I have for this one. So I'm just going to, first of all, get this. There we go. Okay. So I just take my ribbon. I'm just picking spots at random. I'm not really doing anything. I'm trying to do at least 1 per. And so I've got 1 in this one, kind of in the middle. I've got this one at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I'm going to pull it up, I think, right at the other end. So right before I hit the bar here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that through there. I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to make sure to hold this piece down, which I'm sure you probably already know how to do this part. And then pull the ribbon up to where you want it. I'm just going to shape it and go on to the next one. So again, I'm just kind of pushing things in as I go. I've got little ends here like this, and after I get all the ribbon through, I'll go through and find like this the ones that are really bad, and I'll be clipping those off because I don't like those. Some people leave them, I've seen them, but I don't like them. So now I'm going to take this next ribbon and I'm going to put it right about the same spot here, in this area here. I'm pushing the ribbon up. Hold this side tight so it doesn't pull on that side, and pull it with this side. Flip over and then pull my ribbon up and shape it. Possibly. No, okay. Okay. So, as you see, I've got ribbons just kind of along the edge, or in the center actually here. And I'm just going to keep going around and doing that with the purple. At the same location, because I only want like 1 purple ribbon in each section. I'm going to find my center here that I'm looking for. It's going to be in between the purple, or the green and the yellow. And some people do different spots. I'm doing the same spot because I'm going to be coming back through with purple too, or I mean orange. And I might kind of zigzag that or put it in the same spot. I haven't quite decided yet. I'll probably get the first couple done and then decide from there how I want it to be. My fans are blowing because it's hot in the enclosed garage, and it's like breaking out my ribbons. So going to the next spot, and I'm just going to continue doing that until I get back to where I started. So I've only got a few more to go. And be careful not to hurt yourself on the little ties. do that quite a bit. Tried to tie them all, twist them all down so they wouldn't do that. It just came across one that wasn't. So I just kind of pushed it down with my finger. Pull this ribbon up. I'm not going to worry about like really shaping everything quite yet. Because I want to get all my ribbon in first, and then I will decide on how I'm going to, I mean, it's pretty poofy, so it's, you know, but there are some that I'm like, that doesn't look right. So I'll go through and move those around a little bit. And after I do all of the ribbon, because in doing the ribbon, of course, we're moving it around, so it's not going to stay where I would want it to be. So just keep pulling the ribbon up, shaping it as you pull it up. It looks like this is probably going to be my last one that I pull out. I'm back at my start here. Go ahead and pull that one up through there. Holding that tight. Got my last ribbon. And so then of course I'm going to want to get another zip tie. I have a whole bunch of these. I bought them at Harbor Freight. They weren't very expensive. And then I'm going to find my scissors because I think they're lost. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just cut my ribbon. And then, like I did with the first one, I'm just going to pull it through, pull my zip tie through the third ring and wrap it around the ribbon here. And I don't know if I'll be able to. So I've got my zip tie. Pulled it through, that in there, and zip tie it in place. And I use a pair of needle nose pliers to pull it even tighter. And then just your wire cutters to cut it down to the stem. And that way that's secure. So now we've got our purple ribbon throughout. It's not really overpowering, it's very light purple. I may go back in and put a dark purple in because I do have dark purple as well. But I want to get the orange in before I decide to do that. I do have these little things that are really starting to bug me, so I'm just going to cut some of those off because I see a lot of them and I don't like them. So you don't want to really pull on them. You can pull some of them out. You don't want to pull too many of them out. I prefer cutting most of them. Every once in a while there's one that is actually already completely loose, and so it will just pull out. I do prefer to cut them so as not to lose any more of the mesh than absolutely necessary. I'm just going through cutting some of these. They're just kind of sticking up and annoying me. It takes care of the ones that were bugging. Okay, so now I'm going to come back through with my orange ribbon, which is all cut up and ready to go. And if you can Maybe have Sam build you something like what Gordon built me. I don't know if he will or not, but it's just 3 pieces of wood. You could possibly build it yourself too. 3 pieces of wood, screwed together, and he put just a big nut and bolt in here and a thing at the end, whatever that thing's called, I don't know. And it's great, drill a couple holes through. It's great because my ribbon can just hang there and it's not like throwing off onto the floor. They do have things like these for sale on, I forget where I saw it was on one of the craft sites, but they are really expensive, and I've actually got 3 of them. Daddy made me one for 5.5 inch ribbon. Really?